What's up, everyone? It's time for the digital huddle today. And man, it's been such a great week here at GC. Last week I was gone, I was in Illinois, and I shared that on the huddle with all of you. And we were at Kristen's grandfather's burial service and just being with family over in Decatur, Illinois. But then we got back and we had Serve Day, and 150 people jumped on the team on Serve Day and just blessed our community and were the brightest light for Jesus ever. And then just a few days later, just yesterday, we got to go love on the Jupiter Police, and we brought them Chick-fil-A for lunch and brought them some Generation Church mugs and just thanked them for their service in Jupiter. So just such a great week to be able to be a bright light for Christ here in our community. So thank you for being on our team. Thank you for partnering with us here at GC. Thank you for making a difference, because we can't do it without you. We are all the body of Christ coming together, and so I'm excited for what we get to do every single week to reach people for Christ. And today I want to talk about our book that we've been going through, right? And talking about hospitality, and it's been such a great time. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about chapter 7 of Unreasonable Hospitality. So if you're reading it along with me, that's great. So chapter 7 is where I'm kind of pulling some of the thoughts today from. But we're talking about the difference between having hospitality and in serving people. And we do want to serve people, but there's this other level that you can go to when you show hospitality. And specifically from this book, Unreasonable Hospitality, when you go above and beyond to this other place. And in chapter 7, he's talking about his restaurant that he runs and how they run it, how they do this staff meeting right before they launch out, and kind of like a huddle like this, or even some of the teams, like I know the host teams and some of the other teams get together right before they serve on a Sunday and have that last minute moment to go through the day and launch out. But they talk about this meeting and how intentional he is with it, to talk about the things that he wants people to intentionally do as they go and serve the people at those tables. And in our case, serve the people that are coming into the church, and how we're going to make them feel. And he talks about having clear expectations. How many people know that your expectations are extremely important, right? You need clear expectations in order to reach the goals that you want to reach, to get to the bar that you're trying to set. You have to have clear expectations in order to even get close to that. You see this in different areas of your life. I'm sure you see it at work, and you see it with parenting. I see it with my kids all the time, right? If I just say, hey boys, I want you to go clean your room, I'll go back in there an hour later and it's still not clean. It's not at the level that I want it to be at. So I have to set clear expectations. I'm like, hey, I want you to clean your room. I want you to make your bed. I want those Legos that are in the middle of the floor to all be put away. I want your clothes to be either in your hamper or put away in your drawer if they're clean. I set clear expectations, and the clear expectations equal a clean room. Like the bar that I was setting, I wanted it to be this way, and my clear expectations get it to that place. And so we have to have these clear expectations to be able to do the things that we're wanting to do at the level that we want to do it. And so the chapter talks about how the expectations that we set shape the culture that we get. And culture is so important. And we have culture that we have set here at the church. You have culture that you've set in your family. You have culture that you have at work. And the culture that we get is based on the expectations that we set. Matter of fact, one of the things that the book says is that people don't rise to the level of your hopes. They rise or fall to the level of your expectations. Right? They rise or they fall to the level of the expectations, not just of the hopes. And so I think about, let's talk about the host teams real quick. The VIP teams, the host teams, the people that we see first as we're walking through the door of the church. Now, if I just said, man, I hope that our church makes you feel welcome as you walk into those doors. That's a great hope to have. And in some cases, people are like, man, I do feel welcome, right? That's great, but I need clear expectations. What does it mean to hope that people feel welcome? Well, this is what I mean. I mean that we are going to be people who have big smiles on our faces. No matter how we're feeling, we're going to have a big old smile on our face when we see people walking in, because we're going to greet them with a giant smile. We're going to be like, hey, how are you doing? I'm so glad you are here today at GC. Now, some people might say, well, but I'm introverted, and so I don't really do it that way. Well, then maybe the welcome team wouldn't be the right team, right? That's why we do next steps, to find the right spot for you. But I think in order for me to feel welcomed walking through the doors, I want someone who has a smile on their face. They're opening that door, they're shaking my hand, high-fiving, they're excited to see me. And that is making someone feel welcome. So I'm setting these clear expectations. If I set these clear expectations, what it does is it shapes the culture that we get. So what kind of culture do we want to have? And what kind of expectations do we need to have? Here's some expectations that we are setting, right? We are people that we love God. And so we want people to know that we love God. We are a people that love others. And so how are we loving other people? We can't just say, well, I want us to love other people. We need to actually set clear expectations on how we're going to love other people. It means that when they say, do you know where the restroom is? Yeah, you know what? Come on, I'm going to take you over there and show you where it is. Do you know where I can get a water? Absolutely. Let me go get it for you, right? I'm setting some clear expectations for you. This is how you love somebody, right? When you're like, hey, can you help me with this? Absolutely. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to pick up this trash that you dropped. I got you, man. I'm showing you how much I love you. And that is the expectation that we have that sets the culture that we're trying to get to, right? Another thing is this, that we pursue excellence. I just said this about picking up the trash, but I believe it's one of those things. When you're walking around the church building, it might be someone else's dream team position to go in the bathrooms and wipe it all down real quick. But you know what? When I walk into the bathroom, sometimes I see there's water all over the counters and stuff. I want to take those paper towels. I want to clean off the counter. I want to pick up any trash I see, throw it away. Why? Because I want us to be a church of excellence, right? That's the culture I want us to have. So I have to have different expectations that I'm setting. My expectations are that any of us on the dream team, if we see something that's not excellent, let's make it excellent. We're all on the team together. Let's make what we're doing excellent for those that we are reaching, right? I also think that one of the things that we're trying to create in our culture is that we are teachable. We remain teachable, which means whenever I feel that maybe there's something that I don't know, or something that's new to me, or there's some change, and change is always hard, but whenever there's some change, I need to be willing to say, you know what, I'm going to position myself to be teachable. What is teachable? Teachable is finding a way to, yes, I always love saying that. Whenever we say, hey, we're going to do this, the answer is yes, let's do it. Now, it might be difficult. We might have to figure out how to do it. It might take longer than we anticipated for it to be. There might be some challenges, all the things. But my posture is, yes, let's go. I'm teachable. We're going to figure out how to take this mountain, and we're going to reach the lost for Jesus. Period, right? That's what we're doing. We are setting this bar, and what we're doing is taking expectations, making those expectations clear so we can create the culture that we want to create to reach the people that we're trying to reach. And here's the last thing that I think that we should be doing, that the culture that we should be setting on all your teams, whether you are parking team, VIP team, you're the info team, you're the cafe team, you're the usher team, you're the worship team, you're the kids team, the youth team, the outreach. I don't care which team you are. Here's something that I think is so important right here, okay, is that we need to have fun. God's house should be fun. Serving should be fun. Being on the dream team should be fun. Have fun with each other. And if we're going to have fun, again, it means put a smile on your face. Let's have some fun. Tell me a good joke. I want to hear your jokes. Let's have a good time together. Let's laugh together. God's house should be a place where we get to serve. We get to be here on Sunday. We get to grow together. We get to do life with each other. So let's have fun doing it. I don't want to be in one of those places where it's like we go into church and we act all of a sudden like these serious, boring people that I don't want to be around. Let's just be ourselves and walk in and have a great time and take the gifts and abilities that God has given us and all come together as the body of Christ to reach the lost for Jesus and show them the hope of show the world the hope of Christ. And the fact is, it should be fun doing it. We should have a smile on our face and we should have the best time ever because we get to do this. And I get to do it with you. You get to do it with me. Let's have a fun time serving on this dream team together. So with all that said, I'm all pumped up. Let's go have church right now. With all that said, let's have a great Sunday here at GC. I'll see you. I can't wait to serve with you Sunday.